Let's talk about Apple, the tech giant behind your iPhone, now facing a $38 billion legal storm in India. In November 2025, Apple's lawyers walked into the Delhi High Court, not to launch a new product, but to fight a law that could cost them more than the last 3 Olympic Games combined. The heart of the battle: control over the App Store, Apple's digital kingdom, and the fees it charges developers. India, one of the world's fastest-growing markets, is pushing back, saying Apple's rules may be unfair to local companies. This isn't just a corporate spat, it's a showdown between a global tech titan and a nation of 1.4 billion people. The outcome could change how you download apps, what you pay, and what choices you have on your phone. Apple claims the new rules are unjust and unconstitutional, while India insists it's about fairness and competition. The stakes: a precedent for how governments worldwide deal with big tech. Will Apple bend, or will India back down? The world is watching. This isn't just a legal dispute. It's a fight that could reshape the digital landscape. The $38 billion question: who gets to make the rules in the digital world? Get your popcorn ready. This is going to be a wild ride. The battle lines are drawn, and the future of the App Store hangs in the balance. Stay tuned. Meet the Competition Commission of India, or CCI, the market's ultimate referee. Their job? Keep business fair, stop monopolies, and protect consumers. The CCI has taken on giants before, including Google, and now they're investigating Apple for allegedly acting as a gatekeeper. Complaints say Apple's App Store rules limit choices for developers and force them into Apple's payment system. In December 2021, the CCI's preliminary report flagged Apple's policies as restrictive. With a new law in hand, the CCI can now impose penalties based on global revenue, making them a formidable opponent. Apple's facing more than just a slap on the wrist. This is a fight with real consequences. The CCI's verdict could set the tone for tech regulation across India. The stakes have never been higher. So, why are developers furious? 2 words: in-app purchases. Apple forces all payments through its system, taking a 30% cut, what developers call the Apple tax. For every $10 you spend, $3 goes to Apple. For startups, that's a huge hit. Indian startups and global players like Match Group argue this stifles innovation and squeezes their margins. Apple's rules ban alternative payment options, even links to cheaper payments elsewhere. Developers feel trapped. To reach iPhone users, they must play by Apple's expensive rules. This isn't just about money, it's about freedom and competition. The CCI's investigation began after complaints from Indian startups and Match Group. They claim Apple's dominance as gatekeeper, landlord, and tax collector is unfair. Developers want the right to offer choices and lower prices to users. Apple's restrictions, they argue, hurt both innovation and consumers. That's why they turned to the CCI, sparking this high-stakes battle. The outcome could redefine how app stores operate in India and beyond. For developers, it's a fight for survival. Just as things heated up, India rewrote the rulebook on antitrust fines. Previously, penalties were based on a company's Indian revenue from the offending product. Now, the CCI can fine up to 10% of a company's global turnover. For Apple, that's a potential $38 billion penalty. No longer a manageable cost, but an existential threat. The government's logic: local fines are pocket change for global giants. Only a global penalty gets their attention. Apple's challenge isn't just about App Store rules anymore. It's about the fairness of this new law. They argue it's like getting a speeding ticket that wipes out your life savings. Apple says fines should match the scale of the offense. In this case, they're Indian business, not global sales. This law has turned a business dispute into a constitutional showdown. The stakes, not just Apple's wallet, but the future of tech regulation in India. If upheld, this law could become a model for other countries. For Apple, the fight is now about survival and principle. The outcome could change how every global company does business in India. Is a $38 billion fine fair? Apple says absolutely not. They argue it's wildly disproportionate, punishing global revenue for a local issue. Apple claims the penalty is meant to cripple, not correct, and sets a dangerous precedent for all foreign companies in India. The government counters, small fines don't faze giants like Apple. Only a big penalty forces change. This debate is about how to hold big tech accountable, locally or globally. The court's decision will echo far beyond Apple, shaping how every multinational faces regulation in India. The world is watching. Why does this fight matter so much to Apple? Because India is now crucial to their future. Once a tough market, India is now one of Apple's fastest-growing regions. In 2025, Apple shipped a record 5 million iPhones in one quarter, aiming for 15 million for the year. India isn't just about sales, it's about manufacturing too. As Apple diversifies away from China, India has become a key hub, exporting nearly $13 billion in iPhones in 2024. This deep integration means a massive fine could jeopardize Apple's growth and manufacturing plans. Apple is now a major investor and employer in India, not just a foreign seller. The legal battle threatens to sour this strategic partnership. Apple needs India for growth, but it also wants to defend its business model. The stakes: billions in sales, thousands of jobs, and the future of Apple's global supply chain. This isn't just a legal fight, it's a high-stakes negotiation over the future of tech in India. Both sides have a lot to lose. For Indian startups, this isn't just legal drama, it's a fight for survival. The Alliance of Digital India Foundation, representing hundreds of startups, led the charge against Apple's App Store policies. They argue Apple's 30% commission is a tax on innovation, draining resources from local businesses. Startups want the freedom to choose payment methods and connect directly with customers. For them, the CCI's investigation is a chance to level the playing field and open up the digital marketplace. Their goal: a fairer, more competitive ecosystem where even the smallest startup can thrive. Apple isn't backing down. They argue their App Store rules ensure safety, quality, and trust for users. Apple says the 30% fee covers not just payments, but global distribution, marketing, and security. They deny being a monopoly, pointing to Android's dominance and developer choice. Apple warns that forcing open their system could compromise security and user privacy. For Apple, this is about defending the principles that built their brand. The company insists, "Our house, our rules." The next move: the Delhi High Court's decision on Apple's challenge to the penalty law. If Apple wins, the $38 billion threat vanishes, but the App Store investigation continues. If India wins, Apple faces a massive fine and a long legal war, possibly all the way to the Supreme Court. The outcome will set a precedent for tech regulation worldwide. This isn't just about Apple or India, it's about how governments everywhere will deal with big tech. The result could change how you use your phone, what you pay, and what choices you have. As this legal drama unfolds, remember, it's about the future of your digital life. Stay tuned. The world is watching.